The weather outside might be chilly, but the second half of NBA 2K24 is red hot in Season 5. If you want to shine bright, then follow the example of Season 5's feature.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce is our reporter.
And just walking around this city, everyone wants to talk about this team. They're playing great basketball. The fans love them. This arena is going to be electric. Here we go.
So St. Louis will get the first possession. And now the Atlanta Hawks starters. The talented duo of Young and Murray of the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Bogdan Bogdanovic. And it's a Kongwu in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Yeah, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game.
Well, when you know it, you got to show it.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had the foul and keeps him from converting the easy bucket.
Here we are at the final game of the regular season, Grant. For the players, are there some mixed emotions in these situations?
Oh, absolutely, B.A. I mean, it's nice to be at the finish line, but you always have some regrets from the season. Everyone thinks their record could have been at least one game or two better.
Now here's Murray. Driving in, and he buries his first look.
Murray is a spectacular talent. And when he gets going, watch out.
Here's Rollins. Lays it up and banks it in.
The ball on the string, just getting anywhere he wants to go.
And so it's Young with it. He brings it up for Atlanta. 4-point game. Outside Johnson. Shoots from the line. Yep, that one's good.
Yeah, defensively, if you come off someone, Young will find him.
Here's Christopher, defended by Murray. And the shot's good.
Talk about a great start. 3 of 3 from the field to get the game going. They're cooking with gas, folks.
To the middle. Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And when it comes to assists, Young is on another level. He's got such a gift for feeding his guys.
Rollins, no good. 1:25 left in the first quarter of the game.
St. Louis foul call. Ryan Rollins.
And a new group getting ready for the Hawks.
Foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
1:21 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Young. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
A pure shooter. Young, almost backyardish sometimes with his shots.
Here's Washington. Blocked. And they recover it. Here's Boston. Goes back up. And he sinks the layup.
And that's exactly how you attack length. I love how he doesn't lack assertiveness.
That's well done there. I mean, don't even give him a chance to get to the block. Get in tight and finish at the rim.
Now here's Griffin. Pass to Hunter. Here's Bufkin. 6 to shoot. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Just taking it right to the rim. And no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And now the Hawks on the break. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Young inside. Washington's there. Here's Hunter. And off target. He starts the game 0 for 1. Here's Thor. And he banks in the layup.
Making a statement here early. Going right to the rack. Oh, I love it.
Yeah, that's how he rolls. I mean, intimidate the...
Oh, it's good! He hit it!
Oh, my goodness. My goodness. That'll silence a hostile crowd.
And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Hawks ahead. They're up by 1. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Everything working for them inside so far, guys. Tons of high-quality shots that they're knocking down inside.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
All right, this is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second. Joe Ingles is out there with a Kongwu. Then there's Bogdan Bogdanovic. Then there's DeJounte Murray. And it's Bufkin in at the point guard position. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Hawks made the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021, but now they're looking to return to contention. Trae Young said, quote, "We'll be all right. It's really just about us, taking care of what we can control and making sure we're ready every night. But if we get into a rhythm, it'll take care of itself." Brian?
Yeah, great point. All right, Allie, thank you. Christopher, he's checked in for Rollins. Johnson, he's checked in for Atlanta.
Guys, that's a more reliable shot for Murray than a pull-up jumper. I like to see him fire away in that situation.
Out to the wing. Pass to Christopher. There's the three. He drops it from range. Christopher's got 7 points. Well, Clark, we're over a decade now with the restricted area on NBA courts. How much would that have changed things during your days?
I think quite a bit, because the game was played closer to the bucket. I mean, there was more post-up action, more attacking of the rim from close in, so I do think it would have had an impact on how the game was played and officiated had that restricted arc area been in existence. And perhaps it might have led earlier to teams looking to space the floor a little more to create more driving lanes without a lot of help defense.
Good. Bogdanovic has got his first 2 points.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Here's Ingles. And the Hawks tack on 2 more. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
St. Louis calls timeout.
He recognized his players were fatigued and needed time to catch their breath.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Wagner's checked in for a Kongwu. Hunter comes in for Ingles. Griffin, he's checked in for Bogdanovic. And it's Trae Young in for DeJounte Murray. Boston, the pass to Washington. Here's Walsh. Fires in the triple. Walsh has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Young finds Griffin. It's rebounded by Walsh.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Sharp passes to Washington. Here's Boston. Defended by Griffin. Launches it. He buries it from 3. He has 6.
Not a bunch of energy from the defense, which is why he was free to knock that down.
Griffin passes to Young. Back to Griffin. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Knocks it loose. Pass to Washington. Here's Sharp. Over Wagner. And it's good. Off the back rim and in.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
And here's Griffin outside. Oh, it's good! Are you kidding me?
Oh, my goodness. That's how you beat the clock.
28.
Whoa! The heave to beat the buzzer.
That's an impossible shot, man, even when you don't have the clock to worry about.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. The Sound on top. They lead by 2. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. Checking out the sound. Kenny, what was your impression?
We have to recognize their bench play. Sometimes we overlook the second unit, but tonight they've been the key. The coaching staff has got to be loving this. Getting that extra boost is huge.
And Shaq, what'd you see from Atlanta?
It's the work they've done in the paint that's impressed me the most.
A lot of their points have come from the inside. They need to keep that production in the post coming in the second half.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Trailing by 2. They've got Josh Christopher, and it's Tyson in at the 4 slot. Back to Murray. The 3 is up. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. Young's got 3 assists tonight.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
And for Atlanta, the talented duo of Young and Murray of the backcourt. Bogdan Bogdanovic is out there with Johnson. And it's Okongwu in at the 5. And for the Sound, they've got Josh Christopher, and it's Rollins in at the 1. Here's Christopher. Pure from 3-point range. Christopher's got 10 points.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Here's Murray. Again, Atlanta.
So far, so good to begin this half. They're 3 for 3. Perfect.
St. Louis calls timeout.
Coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Rollins, blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Rollins has got 5 points now this quarter. The Hawks trailing. Outside Johnson. Here's Bufkin. And the Hawks tack on 2 more.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Here's Christopher. Pass to Williams. Inside. Rebound Atlanta.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
Here's Bufkin. Murray with it. 59 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Houston, defended by Bogdanovic. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. Houston's got his first points of the game.
Some defenses are designed to yield the mid-range shot. For him, that's a good look.
And here they come. Christopher's shot is good. He's got 12.
Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
Here's Bufkin. And here's the fast break. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Good on the shot. Rollins has got 14 points for the game. And the Hawks with possession here. 7-point differential. Now here's Murray. 9 points in the game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shot from the low block. Here's Okongwu. No problem on the jumper in close.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out.
Those are 3 points you're giving away. You've got to work harder on the glass.
Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play. They're trying to see if he released the ball before the buzzer or not.
Tough call to make in real time. I mean, good thing they can go and slow it down and look at it again, because this is so important.
Exactly. Making certain the right call was made. They've done a great job of speeding the process and giving the officials the information they need to arrive at the right call.
So the replay was conclusive. Call overturned. Grant, that one's going to count.
And B.A., you can argue against replay all you want, but at the end of the day, you want it to be a level playing field. You want the call to be correct.
And so it's St. Louis, up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. Fourth quarter on the floor for the Hawks. Bogdan Bogdanović is out there with DeAndre Hunter. Then it's Trae Young. Then there's Wagner. And it's Griffin in at the 2. And here's Young. Pass to Hunter. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. Hunter's gotten his first basket of the night.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
It was a strong move. The shot's just a little off.
Boy, with all the contact he drew there, that would have been a heck of a bucket. He nearly got it to go.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Rollins passes to Washington. From the arc. Nails it from 3.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And until recently, it seemed like a foregone conclusion that the NBA's age limit would come back down to 18. Are you surprised that didn't happen, Grant?
You know, B.A., I am surprised. We heard players saying it's not fair to make guys wait. You know, Commissioner Silver seemed receptive, so that was slightly unexpected that age 19 remains the rule.
Rollins. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. Rollins has got 13 in the second half. 1:53 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Young on the drive. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
And yeah, this is the fire Young brings to every game. He won't let a foul stop his shot.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for St. Louis.
Well, you know, throughout this game, they've shot the ball extremely well from downtown. Their shooters are getting open and letting it fly.
Well, they've also been impressive, forcing a ton of mistakes. Not only that, but converting those mistakes into points on the other end. And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Poke loose. Here's Boston. Hits it from the high post.
What an incredible ankle breaker to help create space for his shot.
Now here's Young, tightly guarded. Here's the 3. That is Trae's shot, the 3.
It's another big night for Trae Young, a relentless scorer, constantly testing your defense.
He hits the back iron and sinks it. Tyson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Barring a miracle comeback, this one is wrapped up. They were able to control the tempo and flow of the game, and it will end in a victory for the Sound.
The coaching staff has to be happy with the way they've limited their turnovers here.
Yeah, B.A., that's hashtag facts. Just tremendous patience and self-control.
And you look at their record after tonight, 30 wins on the year. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game.
It's almost beyond belief what he's done in this game. He's been impossible to cool off, hitting just about everything he looks at. It doesn't matter who's guarding him. He's had an answer for just about everyone.
Well, they are playoff bound with him rounding into form and playing some of his best basketball. They just got to continue to play together. We'll see if he's able to keep playing at this level. .102 left in the fourth. Williams from long range hits the trifecta.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and Great run to finish it off.
Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Unfortunately for them, they're still going to come up short. You wish they shown this kind of fight earlier.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
Rollins gets the bucket.
Should just about do it. Big time shot in the final stretches here.
And they deserve it. They deserve to celebrate a dominant performance in what's going to be a blowout win.
Here's Young. And the Hawks tack on 2 more.
A jumper that is pretty and effective. Young's game starts with his shot.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Count it.
The name of the game isn't scoring, it's scoring efficiency.
And so it's Young with it. He brings it up for the Hawks. They trail by 16.
Sound foul. Ryan Rollins. Second personal foul. Third team foul.
First one falls.
Like a lot of smaller guys, there's a real ferocity to Trae Young's game. He's willing to scrap to get what he wants.
Here's Rollins, guarded by Young. Rollins gets the bucket.
That is super efficient, getting in deep and then taking advantage.
The ball's knocked loose. Here's Bufkin. And so it's St. Louis winning this one. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
And that about does it for the final game of the NBA regular season. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.